That's the full payment to the food truck. Congratulations, Mr. Woods. It's all yours. Have a good business. Thank you, Adam. It's been a long journey here. I hope this investment pays off. Mr. Woods, it's not easy to get back up after living that kind of life you did. But you have. Your story has always inspired me never to give up. Hard work always pays off. I wish you luck. After many years of working from one odd job to another, night shifts as a security guard, part-time sanitation worker, heavy-duty labor at warehouses, what hadn't he tried over these years? Grayson Woods finally saved up enough money to start a small business of his own. It was true, he was an old man now. He had spent much of his life in vain, on the wrong path, with the wrong people, making the wrong decisions. But it was never too late to make amends, to see a right and do a right. It was a choice after all, and Grayson chose the better for himself. He bought a second-hand food truck from one of the warehouses he previously worked at. Over the months he had worked there, he had gotten to know one of the owners, who sold him one of his trucks at a lower price. Grayson was grateful to him for his kind gesture. If it weren't for this deal, Grayson would have had to work years more to save up this kind of money. With the records he had, he could neither get a good job, and he wasn't in the state to afford returning to his studies. Despite whatever had happened in the past, that was the past now, the past he left behind. Grayson was finally happy in his life. He didn't want or need much, just a peaceful life. Grayson was a single man. Though in his youth he had been with many women, he had decided he wasn't going to get married a long time back. Marriage just wasn't for him. He lived by himself in a small studio apartment. He sometimes had coffee with some new friends and basically lived a simple life. It had been a few weeks since he had started working at his own truck. He enjoyed making food for people. Watching families eat, seeing the smiles on children's faces. Jenna, you're freaking pissing me off right now. You're not going anywhere without giving me an explanation. I'm not going anywhere. I told you it's over. You're coming with me. Don't create a scene. Ron, let me go. Hey, take it easy. Treat her nice, man. Who the freak are you to tell me what to do? I'm only an old man, but lad, I've seen a lot in my life. We men try to take advantage of women thinking they're weak and helpless. But trust me, you don't know what women are capable of. Don't push them to the point they retaliate. Grayson, is that you? Yes, but I'm sorry I haven't recognized you. It's Philip. We used to live across from each other. Man, what's up? I see you're working, you're doing good for yourself. Yeah, this is my small restaurant. Wow, you've gone straight. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Grayson often met a lot of people around here. Those who knew him from when he led a different life. They all shared good words with him now and motivated him to push forward. And so far, things were looking good. Everything on the menu looks great. I don't know what to pick. Well, my personal favorite is the grilled cheese BLT sandwich. What about the grilled chicken one? To be honest, it's not that great. The food is prepackaged. I think the chicken isn't really chicken anyways. What? Why would you tell me that? This is the first time I'm meeting an honest salesman. Yeah, well, I want my customers to enjoy and come back. Admirable. You know what? I'll take the BLT. And here's the payment. Hold on, miss, you gave me a 20. Keep it. It's for the grilled chicken I would have ordered if you didn't tell me. No, I couldn't. Please, it would make me happy. I don't meet people like you every day. I'm Allie. What's your name? Grayson Woods. Allie was one of Grayson's new customers. She had been coming for lunch for the past week, and she always left him a good tip. She had come to New York on vacation during the holiday season. Grayson liked this young woman. Not a lot of people around here spend time to sit and talk to a total stranger. Why I come here? You should know, Mr. Woods, I don't trust everyone with my food. Extra pickles and mustard, right? You got it. Thank you, Mr. Woods. I'd like to treat you one day. When do you get off of work? Let's get some coffee together. You want to get coffee with an old man like me? Please, I've learned never to take people for granted. Everyone is special. Your parents have brought you up well. Well, it's actually that you remind me of my family. So, Mr. Woods, how about it? Are we going? Sure. Allie was a sweet young woman. Grayson enjoyed the moments he spent with her. They had gone out for coffee together, where Grayson opened up to her about his life. They have quite the collection of mugs here. I got one for myself, and this one is for you, Mr. Woods. Allie, you didn't have to. Oh, don't be like that, Mr. Woods. The holidays are coming up. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa-la-la-la. I'll stop, I'm a horrible singer. But you know how to make a person smile. Thank you for today, Allie. Don't mention it, Mr. Woods. The weather's getting colder by the day. I hear it's going to snow tomorrow. Are you going to keep the truck open? Absolutely. Christmas is coming up, the best time of the year for business. What? It's the best time of the year to spend with family. Aren't you going to celebrate? I'm a lonely old man, Allie. I've been spending Christmas alone for most of my life. What? No, Mr. Woods. How about you come over to spend Christmas with me? No. I'm sorry, Allie. I'm going to be busy. Grayson was sure Allie would have insisted, but he didn't want to ruin the fun for the youngsters there. He intentionally gave random excuses and refused the invitation. That afternoon, Allie offered to drive Grayson back home. It was after a long time Grayson was feeling a different kind of happy. Was this what having a family felt like? This girl was truly kind-hearted. She was a complete stranger, yet she treated people with so much love. As Christmas neared, business did flourish more. Grayson was making double the income with his food truck. Though the snowy days were quite hard to pull through standing by the open window in the chilly winds, Grayson was closing up after an exhausting day. A lot of people were going back home to enjoy the holidays with their family. The smell of pumpkin spice and cinnamon puffed out of every window and chimney. At around 8 p.m., Grayson returned home. He was getting cozy watching the holiday shows on TV when he suddenly heard a knock on his door. He opened the door, surprised to see it was none other than Allie. Allie, you're here? Surprise! Happy holidays, Mr. Woods. What's all of this? It's cake. This year you're going to celebrate. Grayson's eyes started to tear up. He ushered her inside, not knowing how to express his feelings at the moment. You have to try this out. This is my special cake. I've been making it since I was 10. Thank you, Allie. Weren't you going to party with your friends? I met them, but today just wouldn't be complete if I didn't come to meet you as well. This truly is a Christmas I'll remember. I'll remember it too, because this will be the last Christmas. The last Christmas? Yes, Mr. Woods. Allie stooped down and opened the box she brought. Allie suddenly took out a gun and stood up, pointing it at Grayson. Grayson widened his eyes in shock. What are you doing? Stay right where you are, Mr. Woods. But I should let you know, running won't help. I never miss my target. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. That cake is working real good, isn't it? Grayson was suddenly having a hard time focusing. His vision had become compromised as he leaned back, starting to sweat, feeling weak by the second. Why are you doing this to me? You don't know why, Mr. Woods? Where were you on that night, 15 years ago? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't remember breaking into that house in Birmingham? You know, it was quite easy finding a thief like you. The police even assisted me. After all, I was searching for my parents' murderer. They showed me all the probable suspects, and I was able to recognize you by your voice. But I kept it to myself. As you can see, I had special plans for you. Please, stop. Spare me. I'm an old man. I've left that wicked life. What did you call me that night? A monster, right? Well, monsters will be monsters, Mr. Woods. Looking into the young woman's eyes, Grayson suddenly remembered that cold night 15 years ago, when he had broken into a home with the intention of burglary. It was a few days before Christmas. Everyone was stocking their homes with gifts, jewelry, electronics, and much more. It was the perfect time to steal. But what he saw that night when he entered that house changed him completely. He found the wife and man laying lifeless on the floor in their bedroom in a horrible condition. He was frightened right then and there. He had come to commit a crime, but this house was already a crime scene. He immediately planned to flee just when he was spotted by a young girl in the house. He followed after her and found her cowering in the corner of the room. She was the only witness to him breaking in, but when he saw the condition she was in, all thoughts of taking her life escaped his mind. The girl was sitting there, her hands covered in blood, and next to her on the floor was a stained knife. At once, Grayson understood he was standing in front of the culprit. He was standing in front of the person who took the lives of these two people, her own mother and father. What have you done? You're a monster. Grayson was shook by what he saw. He left the girl and fled from the house, trying to forget, trying to somehow take that dread-filled memory out of himself. He never imagined his past would come back to haunt him like this. Listen to me, it's never too late to change. You don't have to do this. I'm not a fool like you, Mr. Woods. You're the only one who knows my truth, and I don't leave behind the slightest clue. No, no! Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.